What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Brian Bros TV, and we are here at final stage of PGA Tour / Korn Ferry Tour Q School, and we got a good video for you today. We're going to be taking a little bit of an in-depth look into what a practice round looks like. So we're going to dive into the yardage book a little bit, going to dive into a little bit of course strategy, but as I like to do in practice rounds, we are going to get competitive as we usually do, and my competitor is just already chirping, walking up the cart path, already chirping. We've got one of the biggest, boldest personalities in professional golf. Everybody, welcome to the team, Mr. Dawson Armstrong.
The only guy out here louder than me, so I'm excited for this.
I'll tell you what, this is, things are gonna get out of control between the two of us. The level of scatterness that these two brains incur on a daily basis is second to none. So this is gonna be a fun one. Again, practice round, but also we gotta get competitive. I like winning. Dawson, I think, Dawson, you like losing? Is that what you said, just walking up to the team?
I actually did tell you on the way here, I was like, man, I really love to lose. You know, we're out here. We're out here on the number 10th hole at the number 10th hole.
We actually are on the 10th hole, and I got the book open. We've got water all up the right. The wind is dead into, I think we got a northeast-ish wind, says Chevy. We're gonna be hitting driver. This is pretty much, you gotta hit a good tee ball here. So we're gonna go with driver, probably just left of that fairway bunker, or greenside bunker up there. Another feature that you guys have really enjoyed, and we've heard you loud and clear, y'all like seeing the numbers, so we're gonna be bringing you some more numbers from the GC Quad today, and you're gonna find out just how much further Dawson hits it than me. Yeah, I'll
absolutely take two.
I'll take two.
Don't hit path. That's in play.
Oh wait, you know what?
That's in play.
It's in play. We're not taking two. We're only hitting one off the first.
We're right in the middle of the fairway, baby. You want another?
No, that was nice. That thing looked. How short did that go? Oh!
268.
Oh!
Ooh.
It's straight. It's straight. I mean, that's a good ball.
What's that?
Advantage you. That's 170 ball speed, 278
Oh my
carry.
gosh, that's so good.
That I think is what
That is so good.
What we call in professional golf, that's soft, Dawson. That's just soft.
That's soft?
Yeah. So some of the things that I'm looking for when I get to it, like I've played this golf course, but it probably is 10 years ago, and I don't remember any of the holes. So like one of the first things that I'm looking for when I get to a hole, it's kind of target, sight lines, what kind of shot shape will probably feel the most comfortable. Generally going into the week, have a good idea on what the wind direction is. So like this one with the wind in off the right, like I'm trying to start something down the left and cut it. Like that one, I got on top of it, pulled it a little bit, whatever. But figuring out like lines where you can shoot the furthest away from trouble, give yourself the widest area from trouble to trouble, and then kind of working backwards, like what club you need to hit to put you in that spot, and then start weighing the risk versus reward for pushing it further up there and hitting driver versus 3-wood or hybrid. So those are some things like tee shots that I'm looking for, and then when we get up to the green, we'll dive a little bit more into like what the strategy around the green looks like, and kind of developing a little bit of a ranking system based on where pin locations would be and what sides of the greens are best to miss on, and so forth. So I'm not saying I play practice rounds perfect. This is definitely stuff that you'll be able to take if you're playing competitively and apply to your own preparation for golf tournaments. 155 into the breeze. On this angle, it's pretty much straight in, off and up slope in the rough. I'm gonna hit 8-iron, kind of let the flyer and jump offset some of the wind. Oh, my Lanta! Woo, buddy!
Oh, you're gonna like that one, Snipes.
I think it's deep.
Gosh.
I think it's deep, but boy, oh boy, quality strike.
We're just too big this morning. Gosh, you got 15 feet straight up the hill. I've got 30 feet over a mountain.
Hey, you wanna have a little fun segment called Get to Know Dawson? Let's do it. Dawson, where are you from? How old are you and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Dawson Armstrong. Hi, Dawson.
Hi, Dawson.
I am 28. I live here in Jacksonville. I grew up in Valdosta, Georgia, and I lived in Nashville for 10 years where I went to school at a school called 𝐿IPSCOM University.
Dawg, you want to know what else I want to know?
What's up?
I want to know who your favorite YouTuber is.
Ooh.
Not golf, not golf. So I mean, we're talking Mr. Beast. We're talking Danny Duncan if you're into that. We're talking.
Wait, who?
I mean, he's ridiculous.
Who'd you say? I didn't even hear.
Logan, Jake Paul.
Oh, the Pauls.
Dude Perfect. I mean, what's your go-to YouTube content?
Dude, I was watching some YouTube this morning.
Okay, what was it?
Dude named Max the Meat Guy. You ever heard of him? Yeah, you know who he is, Carney. Oh yeah, dude is awesome. I went to Academy Sports 2 days ago to grab a meat dehydrator.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you some of the jerky in a minute. Okay. I just made some last night. Oh man.
Max the Meat Guy special.
I don't know if that's how he would do it, but man, it's really good. I'm that weird guy that just makes his own food.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten to know Dawson up. He's a completely ridiculous human. So y'all are in.
This is the guy that wore joggers yesterday. Full-on joggers.
Sweatpants.
No, joggers.
I think that's a good look.
All right, let's make it then.
How is that straight and maybe even working right? So I just watched his from that side, not really want to break, and I let it affect me. Absolutely let it affect me. All right, I'll square through one, and let's start looking around the green a little bit. Okay, so when I'm looking for general contour of the green. So this first part of the green slopes pretty aggressively from left to right. So that automatically tells me on the first section that short left is not the miss to left pins. Now if the pin's over here on the right, you're obviously wanting to shoot away from the water. But I'm trying to, there's two things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for slope and then wind direction. If the wind is in my favor, and let's say this wind was coming hard off the water, I'm fine short-siding myself and having the green run away from me if I have the wind working in my favor. But right now what I'm looking at for these front pins, I'm gonna try to be a little more aggressive on my line and not get the ball to the hole. So I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit short. As we walk to the back section, you can see the color change. Can you see like the color change where it goes from dark to light? So that's telling you that the grain and the slope is going away. So when the pin is back over here to the left, I'm actually trying to miss it a little long left to be chipping or putting straight back up the hill. Because like if I hit it to the middle of the green, I feel like I've got a harder situation at par than if I miss it in the left fringe or maybe even just in the left rough and chipping back uphill. So I'm looking at slope and then I'm paying attention to wind direction and trying to either be working back uphill or into the wind. And if you can get both, that's like a double check mark. Just walked up to number 11 here, and this looks like a daggum golf hole.
Hardest hole on the property.
Completely agree.
Yep.
It's dead into the wind. It's blowing about 15. I'm looking over here to this sign. Can you take a peek this sign? That's 229. Pin looks like it's in the back. We got water all to the right, if you're looking here. And it looks like this little chipping area over here is going to get a lot of play and a lot of action. So I wish I could say there's strategy involved in this hole, but it is just hit a good shot. There's no way around it. Got to hit it solid too. What do you mean catch a piece? That's as good as I got.
That is so good.
That's as good as I got.
That is so good.
You'll like that.
Maybe not.
I'll tell you what, 2 balls on this green is quite the feat today. As you can tell, course conditions, I hit a hybrid here that backed up a couple feet. So things are soft. Greens are perfect though. Usually soft, fast, perfect greens will yield itself to pretty low scores. So right now I'm kind of mentally preparing. I know the wind's supposed to blow a lot, but mentally preparing a little bit for a bit of a birdie shootout. And for me this week, I got to finish top 5 or my trip down here just simply doesn't matter. So we're going to be probably slightly more aggressive game plan wise than what we would otherwise be. Got to lock in and make birdie here. Dawson's in a good spot. I think we both got about 20 feet for bird. I just didn't get it high enough. Par start. Not terrible on the holes that are dead into the wind. At some point, once we get this wind downwind, hope we play a little more offense. A couple pars puts us all square through 2. And again, I'm starting to look, these first 2 holes are not great examples because we have water all on the right. So it's like there's one miss. It's short right at it, it's left, or you can't actually, this hole you can't go long right at it. So we got 2 options. We got left over here in a chipping area, or we got long left over here in a bunker. Built-in misses, it's nice. It kind of forces your hand, but as we get maybe on the next hole or the next hole, I don't know when water stops becoming a thing. Green side out here, 12, yep. So we'll actually have a little better look around the green and stuff that I'm looking for. So as we head to the 12th hole, all square through 2 with a guy that I think is going to turn out to be one of the channel favorites. He put me through. This is why I just can't get. These golf holes are intimidating. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at a huge mound on the right, water all up the left. The hole looks like, I mean, this fairway looks wide when I'm looking at it here on the book.
It's massive.
But then I look out here, flip that thing. I mean, it looks like I'm hitting it to a little fairway or a airstrip. He's got iron. I think we're going to be going with hybrid. I mean, the guy's just solid. He's going, and he's also just walking right in front of the shot tracers. Pretty much just going to try and replicate that.
Very nice. That's a lot better than it did on here. Yeah. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't have loved for him out there. Oh.
You know, replication with some addition. 4 more yards on it. So by my guess, when we get up there, I'm going to be anywhere from 4 to 10 yards by Dawson, which puts me in the driver's seat on this 12th hole.
We should have a long drive comp on 16 or 17.
Is it downwind?
Yeah, I hope
Is
so.
it wide open?
No hole on either course is wide open except for 7 and 8 yesterday.
That's false. There was a couple holes yesterday that looked like the least intimidating tee balls of all time. You know, so the thing is, we look at golf courses wildly different. George probably, actually, let's be honest, George probably doesn't watch Brian Bros TV, am I right? Or wrong? Okay, so he probably doesn't watch it. But anyway, George, when he looks at golf courses, he's never seen a hole that doesn't look wide open to him.
Yeah, so him going to Kinderloop was like, just not his cup of tea. He probably stepped up there and went, everyone is gonna see this course is wide open, not just me.
Right.
He needed a course like Savannah, where it's like a neighborhood, where he can just send driver and everyone else is scared to death of hitting driver.
That's George's game. But I mean, Bermuda's wide open. You can pretty much ship it all around the yard there.
Except for 16.
Right. But he found success there, better than what, 40% of the field?
Guys.
Right, but I'm saying he beat 40% of the field.
And he made the cut.
Yeah, I know. It's a short field, 132 and then 70 something made the cut. So he was mentioning Kinderloop, his path. Well, he's been on the Korn Ferry Tour for how many years?
I've been on Korn Ferry Tour for, this is my 5th year coming up, yeah.
So last year he didn't keep his card by the points or whatever.
Yep.
He went back to Q School. He was at second stage with George at Kinderloop.
Yep.
Advanced here to finals, so he's playing for a lot this week. Just let people know, what do you got to do this week? All of your options.
So, okay, top 5 get on the PGA Tour, right, and ties. From 6 to 45, the next 40 guys get full status on the Korn Ferry Tour. So you get the first 8, 12, however many starts you earn, depending on how you do during the season. After that, from 45 to, how many guys do we have? 160? From 45 to 160, it's all dependent on what you finish in that spot. So it's conditional status, where say you finish 50th, you're gonna have better status than every other guy except for 45 to 50. Obviously, and ties, if you finish say T44 with 7 other guys, you can get full status on Korn Ferry.
They walk 30 yards.
So if you finish kind of middle of the pack back, you might not get in a lot of starts, but I feel like we're gonna be just fine. Hopefully we finish inside the top, 100. But yeah, so the hard part was to get here. And once we did that, now we're kind of playing with house money.
This is unfortunate. I mean, you guys saw it on the numbers. I hit it further than him, but I guess mine landed softer. Got a little mud on the ball, got 103 downwind. From here, it should be straight down, maybe a tickle off the right, because the greens are soft. We're not going to be hitting lob wedge. We're going to try and take some of the spin off of it. So, got 56 degrees. Oh, there we go. I mean, dude, that's just terrible.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's just unthinkable. That is just substantially left. Dawson quick hit us. I don't know if you saw him in the background, but he quick hit us, and it looked like he had a fairly good shot. So we're in a real pickle here. But I'm walking up to the green strategy side, get into practice round mode. I'm looking, there's a massive like false front short of the green width. So that's why I'm trying to come into this green controlling the spin, because you don't want to spin it off the green and it come down, because it's going to come down 30, 40 yards off the front of the green. So I'm instantly seeing that there's a big runoff left and there's a big runoff short. And those are going to be spots where it's going to just be difficult to make par from. Having a short wedge in your hand, you're not necessarily worried about missing the green. So a lot more of my work on this hole is going to be on the green, just figuring out general. So like back in the day, these books, they used to have pretty much every single slope marked. And now, as you see this thing, it's just like, it's like wide. There's one little ridge that we see on the right, but obviously I'm looking at like right here on the front left, I see movement. It's going down, it's going up, it's going down. And so these are notes that I'm making in the book. Basically, I'm gonna start walking off from right here. This is actually a great spot. So.
Nope, you're right. You're a smart guy. Tell you what, Wes.
So I got 17. You got a pencil? Yeah, let's see. So right here, I'm going to show basically at this 17 mark, I'm going to draw a line here, and that's going to be the plateau, and I'm going to put some arrows that this is actually running away from us, and anything short, and then I'm going to mark 17 in the book. So 17 gets us on the flat basically to where it's starting to crest over. So I know on this left side when I'm looking at it, if the pin is 20 on, I know that I got to land it past 17 or it's going to be coming back to the front of the green. So then the other thing, I'm going to be basically putting arrows like this, and that's just letting me know that the grain and the green is sloping a little bit away over here on the back right portion. We've got this right here on the book, but I'm going to put some arrows. It's working back towards the front of the green. So these are like the arrows that I'm going to be putting on the green. Again, like I said, it's a wedge. It's not going to make a big difference, but I'm looking at all these arrows, and I'm going to probably say, like, let's just say the pin is going to be back in this quadrant right here. Well, I'm gonna shade this off, and that's gonna be a place I don't want to be aggressive back to this one. So I'm gonna shade it over here. If everything is like white, it's gonna be a fairly good spot to get to. Like I'm gonna put one here. So I'm gonna put like a 1 here because that's a pretty good spot to chip from, and put a 1 here. That's a pretty good spot to chip from. And then I'm gonna shade all this off. So then I can do this front quadrant right here, and let's say that's 2. I'm not going to have any 2s here because I don't think right's very good, short's not good, left's not good. So if I don't have any indicators around this green, I know that my miss is basically going to be going towards the middle of the green. That's going to be my miss. So I'm going to be coordinating with pin placements, having like our quadrants, usually 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all the numbers that I see over here are good misses to those quadrants. If I don't see any numbers, middle of the green. So there's my how I do around the greens. We had a pin in the middle of the green, and we both had 100 yards, and we each have the same distance putts that we had hybrids and 2 irons on the last hole with. So 2 poor approaches.
Oh no!
A lot of pars. Nope, that's a par. We got a real barn burner for you here. If at this point you're bored and feel like you need to click off the video, I wouldn't do that. Things are gonna get interesting, people are gonna yell, people are gonna get excited. So if you've hit a low point, go get you a cup of coffee, go get you a Ghost Energy.
What flavor?
Any of them. My encouragement to you is explore all of them because they're all unbelievably elite.
What's your favorite flavor?
If I had to just take one, if you told me I could only drink one, I would probably go red berry. Red berry's the one it's a go-to, it's a staple. But I would just encourage you to explore them all. So we're probably gonna cut back a little bit on the strategy piece. I think that y'all have gotten enough into our heads on how we play practice rounds. If there's some certain spots in which we deem it appropriate to talk strategy, we'll do that. But I feel like right now we're in a spot where we need to make birdies. We need some fireworks. We need to lock in on the competitive side. Because there's two things I don't like doing. I don't like making a bunch of pars. Thank you. I definitely don't like losing. So lock it in, heading to the 13th. Nice. That is real nice.
Three small pine trees. Good old boy. I'm like, or just go hard right. Me and my boy DeSantis. That had more spin than my 2-iron.
The old 36.
That's called a slice.
That is a big slice. We are in the driver's seat to go one up on this match.
So I realized that I buy a lot of beef jerky and like dried fruit when I'm on the road. And so I thought, you know, I'm at home this week and kind of mess around, piddle around, do whatever I want. So I decided to go to Academy, buy a dehydrator, buy a skirt steak last night over at Publix, and thought, what's the worst that can happen, right? $20, make a lot of good steak, make a lot of good jerky. Made it, took about 8 hours to dehydrate. This is the first full bite I've had, so let's see how it goes. Marinated it in, I didn't really marinate it. I just like covered it in salt, pepper, some soy, and Worcestershire. That is delicious. I've got myself basically on a 50-degree slope here in the thick rough. Don't really know how this is gonna go, but we've got 9-iron trying to lay up short of that bunker, short of the green, and give ourselves like 40 yards. Did not turn. I'm just glad we found it. Can't give Wes the easy one up automatically. Not out of the hole yet. Not out of the hole yet.
118 into the fan, pitch and wedge. Oh, I thought the wind's supposed to be blowing right. What the heck is going left? No. On the green. Another poor shot, but got a birdie look.
So that 9-iron came out a little more right than we would have liked. And got myself about 70 yards to the flag. If it lands about 2 yards short, it should bounce a little, but with how soft these greens are, I'm just gonna try to land it all the way there. How's a 1.5 foot sound?
What a golf shot. I mean, I feel like you have to putt it, but based on how this hole's gone, but
every shot's been about, you know, way off than what I was expecting it to do.
So we still got a chance to close the door on the hole. Got an uphill birdie look. This one would feel nice to make. And given what Dawson has been through on this hole, he just does not deserve to walk away with a tie.
Oh no. I'll go good. Oh, we can't say that, can we?
Man.
There you go.
Man.
Nice par.
Man,
Yep.
yours is good. Just pick it up. That's
Here.
so disappointing.
Here.
This is the problem with match play. This is the problem with match play. It's like you do everything right. You hit a quality tee ball. You hit a nice, safe second shot, uphill putt at birdie, and you got a guy that's in his pocket.
You play an annoying guy like me who has to lay up with a shank 9-iron basically, and
from a side slope in the rough.
You know, Wesley called me a few days ago and goes, you know, when we were down in when they were down in Bermuda, he said George decided to make a chip shot from Narnia. I feel like I just got up and down from Narnia.
That was Narnaic. That was absolutely Narnaic.
It's nice. Oh. Dude, you gotta try this. Carney just had some.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Try it out.
Wow, speaking of one bite, you really did.
You wanted one bite. This is like 4. Take it.
Take a piece.
Take it all.
Oh, it's good.
It's juicy, it's savory.
So the texture, you know that thing didn't come out of like a sealed plastic bag for sure. It has the freshness, it has the consistency. It does have great flavor. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Well done. 2 bills. I kind of want this thing to read 212-ish, but It reads 212. I can't quite get 5-iron there, but 4-iron's entirely too much. Yeah, we're just gonna go soft 4-iron. Give it a little air.
Wow, who is this guy? I like that. Is it too far? Yep.
I mean, I knew it was good. I'm jammed in between clubs.
I'm taking a different approach. He hit 4-iron, probably tried to hold it up with the wind. I'm hitting a 5-iron, trying to just ride it a little bit.
Trajectory? High, low?
Kind of a medium one, but more of a draw than anything. So kind of about 10 yards right of the flag, maybe 8, and let the wind take it over there to the left.
Oh, doll. Oh, doll. Zoom in on the hole. Oh, it's left.
That's it, huh?
God, great shot. Surely I can come up with a good question for you, doll. Oh, here you go. Here's a good one. Who's your favorite gamecock of all time?
Ooh,
This is a
good
great
question. My favorite gamecock of all time, present company excluded. It's big old Scoot, Scott Stevens,
AKA?
Boot Scoot and Magooter, AKA Cardboard. He and I basically spent the entire year this year traveling together, staying together, every practice round together. I annoyed him basically every morning, noon, and night. He should be here right now. RIP.
Well, I'll tell you the difficult position he's in is when he's on the road, he's getting it from you. He can't escape just the constant annoyance. When he comes home,
he's got you.
he gets
and then
it from me.
he's just constantly annoyed by you.
No wonder he goes to Chattanooga so often.
Here we go. Let's make him happy.
It just feels like that time, doll. It feels like it's time. Every now and again, you just get that feeling like you know that one's gonna drop. It's called the tingle. And that's coming in just entirely too warm. I mean, that was the perfect line. I got overly tingled.
Whoa.
Taking over for Formula One.
Hold, no.
That's a gimme.
Oh, no.
I mean, I just hit it so hard. Did that exit frame left? Did it get completely out of the frame? Oh, and just like that, we're one down.
Well, what were you gonna ask? Yeah, you're gone.
That's a good noise. Now did you hear that? That's a good noise.
That's a duck laughing at you after that putt.
He's not on the Christmas card list right now. Absolutely not.
You could have been one up after 13. You should have been one up after 13. But now you're one down after 14. After your own self-inflicted wounds. You know, I make mistakes, but we fight back. We scrap and claw our way back to pars. And what do? 35 feet, you feel it deep in your nuts or something, and all of a sudden you got a 3-putt coming. Hit them both way too hard. Gosh.
People, for some reason, I use those antics. People hate me. He uses those antics on me, and I guarantee you everybody's gonna love that clip. There's a double standard out here that I cannot stand for.
That's right.
I can't stand on that soft, silky sand. That is not firm enough for me to stand on. Big old doll said he's about to send one here, so we're about to sit back, relax, and enjoy. He said let's see some ball speed numbers.
Let's see some.
Last one I showed you was 166.
Let's see.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Did you see him?
That is one I'm happy with. That is one I'm happy with.
He took a little step back so that we could see the whole golf shot.
Oh, look at that.
This guy can move it both ways.
Oh,
It's just as straight. I
look at
can't
that.
point that
He
straight.
flew it further than me. You flew it further than me.
And this guy right here, let's introduce Jason. Jason is our
What's up?
our resident shaft guy. Works for Mitsubishi. Currently have, actually one of the longest processes I've gone through in the equipment space was trying to find a driver shaft, a tipping, a weighting, a flex that felt like I could at least make a golf swing and keep it on the map.
Yep.
Jason played a pretty big part, and we had tried everything from short to soft to long and stiff and soft. We tried it all. But what we didn't try was going all the way down into the 50-gram range.
That's correct.
It took several iterations to get there.
And everyone thought we were crazy.
Still do.
Right.
On occasion.
but what have you seen from my dispersion and my shot patterns and my miss patterns and all that stuff since we've gone to this driver shaft?
Definitely the most consistent that you've hit in the last couple of years, I feel like, with the driver. Your feel is a lot better than when we started. You feel way more in control of it. Feedback's good. Yeah. And
I think the biggest testament is the fact that we've had the same driver shaft in for 12 months now.
That's pretty solid. Yeah, as of last month. Last month is when that process started.
We're in the 12-month club with the driver shaft, which is pretty amazing.
That's
and
awesome.
Jason, big part of that. He's one of my favorite club reps or whatever, but at this point I would just say he's a bud. He's out here just walking, hanging out, and
just having a good time.
Yeah, just having a good time. He's even carrying the quad around for us.
Hey, gotta do something. Gotta do something.
Thanks, Jay, for coming on.
Absolutely.
This is a dangerous time. Me behind the camera, Dahl.
I think it's the safest time for the viewers. They don't have to see you.
Whoa.
Oh!
Whoa, what else? You have anything else smart you want to add?
I don't have to add much more except just, how come we can only see your golf ball up here and where's mine?
Okay.
Actually, no, we can see it now. Here.
As
pan up there. Pan up there. Come on.
No, we'll get there in just a second.
Come on.
What were your top 3 Netflix shows or TV shows of the year?
Oh, okay. Yellowstone. Ted Lasso just ended, so we watched that at the beginning of the year. That was amazing. Oh, I watched all of Breaking Bad over the summer. I missed a lot of cuts, so I had a lot of time to watch it. Amazing show. Amazing.
That's a solid top 3.
That's a really good top 3.
And yeah, is there a little distance between these golf balls? Yeah, not proud. At 155 into the breeze. Go a little soft, holdy 7. Oh, mud ball. Oh, that looks like a bogey.
I mean, you know, after seeing your speed, I understand what I need to do. Just lay up in 1, tap in 2.
Oh, you're not talking about my speed off the tee, you're talking about my speed on the green after the last hole. Or are you making fun of both? Is that a 2-for-1 shot?
It was a 1-for-1, but you know what? You inferred the other one, so that's on you. What would you rather have? Dumping down rain.
anything
Dumping
else.
down rain, 30-mile-an-hour winds, or 35 degrees.
Oh, give me anything but rain. I mean, cold really is not fun. But cold,
those 3, I would choose cold every time.
I'll take.
Every time.
I think I'd take 35-mile-an-hour winds. That was the opposite of a dribble. I think they got a little pace. These greens are nice. That's coming in warm. That's coming in real warm. Watch out, Carney. Watch out, Carney. It's disappointment. It's just sheer disappointment.
Sick bogeys.
I draw strength from other people's weakness and demise. That might be what I needed. Might be exactly what I needed while we're on the course strategy thing. And it's not as much of an issue except for when the green, like we pan over here, this grass over here is pretty wiry. Okay, you see where the ropes are set up. Another thing to mention and mark in the yardage book is where the exit. So everybody coming off of this green is going to walk this way. As you get 160 plus people walking this way, really plus caddies, so 300 plus people walking this way over a couple days, all the grass starts to mat down and working away from you. So the ball will roll very free through it this way, and then when you start hitting it back this way, the grain is going to all be straight into you, which makes it an extremely difficult spot to chip from. So when I pull out the yardage book, I'm always cognizant of where the general foot traffic is going to be leaving the green, and you also try and stay away from that. So there's like a tour pro tip. Probably not going to really affect anybody watching this video more than likely, but these are things that Dahl and I think about.
I never actually think about that. I just hit it over here and hate the fact that I forgot about it.
I mean, we love that, right?
That's perfect.
Low ride.
That's perfect, bro.
Speaking of straight,
Real nice.
that is right at that sign that you were mentioning.
Just right on the scoreboard.
I also just looked at the sign, saw this is a 5 par, and we are in what I think is going to be absolute gopher range.
We call that
This-
the honey hole.
This could be the make or break hole, because in our games, eagles are quadrupled, Dahl.
Since when?
Since I started playing golf with boys, and may or may not gamble it from time to time, eagles have always been quadrupled, which puts a premium on par 5 scoring.
Show us what you got here, Snipes.
I got 240, and I got 4-iron, and I got a little mud on the turtle. It's favoring right side, so the ball's probably going to want to go left, but I've made a commitment to go flagstick shopping here. That's the plan. That's so bad.
Pretty good spot, bud. You're gonna love it.
Work off.
Did you zoom in on that?
Right.
Did you see that nice kick? I feel like we got away with one. The insecurities that mud bring into this game on the golf ball is, I mean, I hate it. If people complain about divots, I think divots are just kind of like rub of the green. You can at least, for the most part, hit them out of it. Yeah, it's not ideal, but mud, it's like, that's just like hitting out of a divot requires skill for the most part. Hitting with mud on the golf ball requires only luck. It's the only factor involved.
I mean, check this out. And you got a pin that's, say, 38 yards to the flag, and 34 is the beginning of the ridge, and 38 is the bottom of the ridge. I mean, either I make it or I'm 15, 20 feet. Come on, Snipes.
Do you want to implement automatic 2-putt?
Auto 2-putts? Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah.
It's on the side slope.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, if we miss, it might just come back to us.
Yeah.
No.
That is so unfortunate that we did auto 2-putt. Little squirrely lie here. I mean, the auto 2-putt is nice, but when you see this pin, I think you would understand why. I'm gonna try and get it down there. I want to give it a chance to go in. I don't think I can really put much on it out of this lie, and I want to be putting back uphill. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do from there. No, look at this pin placement, Cardi. I mean, look at this. It is literally on a 5-degree slope.
So if you do aim point, for those at home, you're gonna have to take about, then bring it close to you, so about 9 feet of break.
Not 9 fingers?
If you have 11 fingers, use all of them.
From here, I actually have 2 chances to make it. I can miss it and it can roll back in.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this is one of the more hilarious pin placements I think I've ever seen. Now they put them in the middle of the green for practice rounds, so that the foot traffic isn't all like around in old cups where they're going to put pins in the tournament. But this feels egregious. There's no reason to leave it short.
I'm trying to play this as high up as I possibly can, so there is a legit chance that it just stays up here. Yeah, I'm basically aiming at your putter right now. It's 8 feet outside from 12 feet.
That's so good.
No, come on. Shoot.
That thing's still rolling perfectly end over end. Hey, hopefully y'all are enjoying this video at this point. Dawson, what are you on Instagram? big old doll?
I am Dawson Armstrong 10. I used to be D Armstrong 10 until
You got famous and you got Dawson.
No, I got hacked, like real bad.
How many followers you got at this point?
Probably about 20.
Okay, well,
no.
everybody.
Yeah, come on. Give me a follow, right? You won't see a lot of content, but we'll get some more on there. Hopefully through this as well. All of our birdies that we've made today. Hopefully.
How many are we at?
We are at 0 birdies. We've had 0 putts within 10 feet for birdie. I mean, if you count that last hole, I'm like 9 over from that 12 putt. Yeah, right now I am 1 up on Wes through 7 holes. We've got a par 5 converted to a par 4.
So probably not going to be a birdie here.
Well, straight downwind. So maybe. We didn't birdie the par 5, so let's see how this really long par 4 goes.
Hole was too long. Actually, the backdrop was too tight. So we're going to go 2 paces in front of the tee marker.
She's going to be in that nice rough patch.
Beauty.
About to walk in front of it again.
You wanted to.
I wanted to.
I mean, not only is this hole 500 yards long, but we have water left, and we have a fairway that runs off to the right, and it's 22 yards wide. This, boys and girls, is a golf hole. We're about to get a number. I think I got about 180 or so, 190. That's
189.
180, 190. How about 189? We're gonna try and run this one up a little 7-iron.
So I got 182. Down off the left. Probably playing 170. So I've got some mud on the left side as well. So say normally with the wind off the left, I aim about 6 yards left of the flag, maybe 5. Now I'm probably gonna aim about 10 to 15 because this mud is gonna just shoot it straight right.
That's a high quality shot there, Dawson.
Oh, it's short.
Oh, low quality distance.
Low quality distance. Freaking mud.
I might be in a little better spot than Dahl. I got a real straightforward chip, and he's got a, oh goodness, whoa, ankle breaker. I need the lob wet yet. I can't putt from off the green, 𝐒𝐿.
No, I should know that.
You should know that. You should always putt this. It's all down grain, it's straight, but this just feels right. Straightforward. Be pretty aggressive with it.
How much?
This will be kind of our first birdie of the day because this is a par 5.
Nice, that's good.
Every other day of the week it's a par 5, but today it's a par 4, or for the tournament it's a par 4. So we'll say that we made a birdie. Now we just got to sit back and hopefully Dahl 3 putts, and we're all square heading to the last. Carney, do you feel what I feel? I'm certain this ball's gonna miss. Certain of it. I'm virtually certain. Oh, the worm cam. Do you feel the pressure of the worm cam, Dahl?
I haven't felt much more pressure in a while.
The pressure of the worm cam got him. As we head to the last. As we head to the last. We are all square. This match is all square. This is a tight one. And I am, speaking of being virtually certain who's going to miss that, I'm virtually certain if you have made it this far, you are going to ride with us on the last. Hopefully. I mean, just hopefully we can bring a birdie to the people watching at home. It's been a little bit of a tough watch, but hopefully you guys have been entertained. Dawson is one of the most fun people out here. There's a lot of people, once they get to the top ranks in golf, they just kind of turn into robots, and they practice, and then all they do is prepare, and all they can do is eat, think, drink, live golf. and Dawson's one of the few guys out here that just really has a good time with it. I love getting to spend time with him. I'm thankful that he's come onto the channel, given up his time in a big week that, I mean, seriously can impact his career. The fact that he's given up time here for you guys, it's pretty special. So thank y'all for making it this far. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Let us know in the comments. We listen to what y'all say. If y'all want to keep seeing more competition, we can give you that. If you want to see more of in-depth practice stuff, we can give you that. If you want to see us doing pickup basketball games, we can give you that. Let us know what you guys want to see, and we're always listening in the comment section. Well, Carney's always listening in the comment section. So let's ride, head to the last, all square. Another great hole here. I mean, that's right at the chimney.
Santa's coming to town. Nice shot.
Thank you there, big dog. Oh, this is a fast break.
Oh, that's
this is
called
a fast
West
break
winds.
situation.
Dang it.
Probably a water ball.
Oh shoot, I need to tell Chev to. I need him to throw a ball back.
Hey, Chef.
Hey Chev!
Hey, Chevy!
I might need a ball. Actually, I definitely need a ball.
It's way back here. It ain't up there, buddy. You go right here on the car. It's the walk of shame.
What do you think, red steak?
$3 bills.
Red steak right here?
Red steak? Oh, you get y'all get out of here. I know we're
Red
gonna do
steak?
some
Look back.
Look back, dude. That thing was in the middle of the pond.
Look at where it is. That red steak. Okay, sure.
Oh, see, you stop that.
Okay, right here.
Red steak. Red steak is good. I'll give you red steak.
Okay. Get back here, Chev.
300 yards. He needs 300 yards into this hole. That's what he deserves after hitting a T-ball that bad with a 2-iron. There you go. Let's see the drop. Let's see what kind of lie we're working with.
Wait. 280.
Yeah, right here. Oh, nope, that's too thin. That's too thin. You need it right here. You know you need it right here.
Nope, up here a little bit.
Really?
Right. 1, 2. Yes, sir.
Oh.
That's fine.
It kind of sat down a little bit.
Sat down a little.
Oh, what a delightful. Oh my. Oh baby, that's on the green.
It's the only good shot we've hit all day.
You got a putt for par.
After a drop.
Come on, Chev.
We can't just squander away our chance of beating Mr. Snipes.
I'll tell you what I was hoping. I was really hoping. I don't like pull against people actively. But in this situation, I want to take his money. When we shake hands here in a couple minutes, I want to take his money. And I felt like the best chance or best scenario for that to happen would have been like a quick toe hook in the hazard. I basically just finished
take
the
off
hole.
my hat right there.
Yeah, just take from him and then maybe a chance at if I make birdie. But now, I think he's got like 20 feet. I think he's got an outside chance to tie the hole. And if things go horribly wrong for me, outside chance to win the hole.
I mean, look,
we've been no strangers to 3-putting today.
we've 3-putted a lot.
All right, 8-iron. Aiming at the TV tower and letting that mud just do its thing. Oh, it did its thing. All right. On the green. That was a little touch and go situation. A fat amount of mud.
Go. You know what you're doing.
Let's just go up to the green, take some money off Dom. This is our best birdie look of the day. 12 feet. He's got 35 feet for a par, which is pretty unbelievable, if we're being honest, after the tee ball. I have a feeling something wild's gonna happen here. I think he makes, for some reason.
Great speed.
3 putts for an overall tie. 2 putts for a gentle win. 1 putt for a big victory. Feels like a win-win-win.
Like
Feels like a win-win-win. You want me to get a little aggressive with it, don't you?
I would love for you to just get this back of the hole vibes. Stroke.
I'm feeling drippy vibes.
Oh no.
I just gave it a little too much out there and pushed it a touch.
Why the heck did we not make it?
That's 0 birdies. 0 birdies.
Congrats.
That goes to
You are
show,
so
even
good
tour
at golf,
pros
dude.
don't make every
You are
putt.
so
Hey,
you are so good at golf.
You want to know what's amazing is we played our practice round yesterday, and you know how many birdies I made yesterday?
1.
I made 1, and it was on our last hole. So we've now played 18 holes of 𝐒𝐄𝐒 practice round, and I've got 1 total birdie. How are we doing? We doing all right?
I feel pretty good about it.
Again, to reiterate, thank you, Dawson, for coming out onto the channel. Thank you for giving up your time. Go ahead and give him his new Instagram, his post-hacked Instagram, a follow. Thank y'all for watching. We do truly appreciate all of you guys. See ya.